Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna have so many outtakes of just sitting in silence.
No, you should.
About me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Hannah, or Han's Life. That's my new channel name. Today I am going to be filming a video that I came up with this idea. I don't know if this is an original idea or not. I haven't looked it up to see if anybody else has done it. I'm sure people have done this before. But frankly, I just want to feel like this is my idea, so I will search it later, and if somebody has done it, I will put it in the description box below. Today, I have a special guest on my channel. Hi. This is my best friend. This is my sister. You can like state your name.
I'm Sarah.
Yeah, this is, how old are you?
15.
Today, I had the brilliant video idea. As you guys know, many of us are currently stuck in quarantine, right?
I mean, COVID-19
Yeah,
is
you can't say the virus or else YouTube will demonetize us.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Bleep that out!
We've both been self-isolating, social distancing for a hot minute now. So, expect to see her in more of my videos because honestly I'm not that creative and videos with siblings get views. So I had this idea where, if you guys don't know, I am currently a sophomore in college and Sarah is
Freshman in high school!
Yeah. I asked her to come up with questions to ask me about college, anything she wanted to ask me, and it's not like she doesn't already ask me. Like I'm an open book. I tell her a lot about my life.
Yeah.
Probably more than you
should
need to know. This is just like a free-for-all of her asking me anything she wants to know about what it's like to be in college, the dirty detail. You can ask whatever questions you want. If I want to answer it, I will answer it. If I don't feel like answering it, then just know that I'm doing it for my own good. Without further ado, let's get into my sister exposing me. Let's go. What is your first question you have about college?
First question.
Yeah.
Most important question. Do frat parties get better or worse throughout the year?
Do you mean like throughout my experience at college or just like a singular year? Like, so just like
throughout your entire experience at college?
Oh, so, you know, both. I think it's both, honestly. I feel like I enjoy parties more now in a way because I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm not so much just like a freshman being like, oh my god, let's rage like, every night, let's get blasted, you know what I mean? I feel safer, I feel like more equipped with like knowledge of what to do at a party. But then also, yeah, like I feel like they are kind of not worse. I wouldn't call it worse.
It's like a diamond that loses its luster.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have never been to a party like a frat party where you like go to this like sketchy house. They're not sketchy, but they look a little sketch sometimes, I would say. Like you've probably maybe never been to a party where you like walk into this like random house and then you like walk into this dirty ass basement. I'm not kidding, they're disgusting. Like it's fun because you've never done it before and it's like this new like unique, like when I was a freshman I was so into the frat. I still like a good frat party, but I was like so into the frat parties because I'd never been to anything like that, and now I'm just like it's another house party. Like they're fun, they are fun, but it's like it doesn't have the same like luster that it used to.
Do you think college has made you more conscious of how much you drink? Has it made you more like conscious of like how to be like careful with
how to be
drinking?
safe?
How to be safe.
Yeah, I would say yes. And I just want to put this out there right now. This is not me promoting underage drinking. It's not. I'm not trying to like promote that lifestyle, but it happens in college. Like it's known, like that happens in college. Yeah, I think you learn how to be safe with it, I would say. I mean, but I think that's like anybody's experience with anything like drinking or like drugs. This video is gonna get so demonetized. Just the more you like deal with those kinds of situations, the more you like know how to handle it safely. I keep choking on my own spit. I know some people who have been in the party scene for a hot minute and I don't feel like they're like is super responsible about it, but then I also know people who are like very responsible about it and can still have fun. So I think it just depends on like who you are, but in general, like, yeah.
So would you say that college girls are like the college girls you see in movies? Would you say that they are your stereotypic college girls, or like how did their personalities differ, the ones you've experienced?
Do you mean like, so just girls in general, or like girls in like sorority girls in general?
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, I am in a sorority. I would say, obviously, like, do those people exist? Like, yes, because but you're gonna find those people anywhere. Like, yeah, there might be girls that fit like that typical sorority girl. Like, I won't lie and say that they're not there, but there's like so many. If you were on the outside looking in and you just looked at like the Instagram pages and like the pictures that they put out, I feel like you would think that, because I mean, I won't lie, I feel like a lot of the sororities do try to like present like this image of like a very relatable kind of image of like a relatable college girl, you know what I mean?
No, like when I was talking sorority girl, I meant like Elle from Legally Blonde or something like that.
I don't know anybody that's like Elle from Legally Blonde. And even like Elle from Legally Blonde is a badass. What do you mean?
That's true.
She literally goes to law school and then like wins a case. What do you mean?
I meant at the beginning of the movie.
When she's like a Delta Nu. I don't know any girls like that. I truly don't. Everybody that I know is very smart and educated, and like, yeah, some girls are gonna be maybe more of your like basic types, whatever, but I don't even like the stereotype of like the basic girl, because it's like people give people so much shit about that, but it's like I like shit that's considered basic sometimes. So if you're not in the community, you're not gonna see all of the diversity that's there, and you might think that it's just like one type of girl, but like we're not all like blonde and like singing and having pillow fights all the time.
How much harder are college classes compared to high school classes, and what makes them that way?
Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously some of them are harder. It's gonna get harder just because like you're going up in age, and like they're gonna build up on like what you already know. It depends on your major, obviously. If you're gonna go in, and I'm what?
You put your hand next to my face.
Oh, sorry. It depends on your major. Obviously, if you're going in as like, and like my school that I go to is like huge on like engineering, science-based majors, like chem majors, bio majors. Like obviously if you're going into something like that, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Like it's definitely gonna be harder than high school. My major, I'm a double major. I'm apparel merchandising and journalism. And for me,
power to that.
Power to the double major. Yeah. I don't necessarily feel like my classes are harder than high school. I mean, they are. Like, jeez. I have a couple classes that I would say are definitely harder than high school. Like my journalism class that I'm in right now, that I have to like write stories for.
It's like harder than high school.
It's definitely harder than high school. Like, oh yeah, 100%. Like they definitely grade you harder.
Like, but AP Lang does not hold.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it makes sense. I think the hardest part about college is not necessarily the classes, but having to manage your own time. I think for me, the harder part was not the upped classes. Like, yes, they're harder, but it's manageable. But
it was more the management of everything.
Yeah, it's like having to learn how to take all those classes and then figure out how to do it. Yeah, which like is not the most fun process, but like it is important because that's how you're gonna have to live your life when you're an adult.
Next question. Very important question.
Yes.
What are frat guys like?
Oh, look, I don't want to stereotype frat guys. I really don't, because I know...
You're about to stereotype frat guys.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Okay, I know some very nice frat guys. Like, I really do.
You talked about your friends before.
Yeah, I have friends in fraternities. I lived in my sorority house this past year, so I lived around a lot of the fraternities. My ex-boyfriend was in a fraternity, okay, and he was a nice boy.
Choosing your words very carefully.
Yeah, it's hard because, like, I know a lot of nice people in frats and a lot of very, like, dedicated people. Like, I feel like so many frat guys are stereotyped as, like, dumb and, like, all they want to do is, like, drink.
Like,
and,
they're, like, jocks
and, like, have, like, sex, like, all the time. And, like, I know so many people.
We use the S word.
We're gonna say sex. This video is 100% 100% gonna get demonetized, but it's fine.
We might as well throw COVID-19 in there.
But there's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yes, there are like bad apples, but again, that's literally life. Like, you're gonna come into contact with people who are like maybe not the best people. There are people who aren't in Greek life in general who are dicks. Like, just being honest.
Just absolute
like,
jerks.
I mean, yeah. And also, okay, like, college guys, like, I'm not trying to make excuses for them at all, but it's like, your expectations of an 18-year-old freshman frat guy, just, they should be like here. Like, I'm just being honest. Low. But yeah, no, I know people, like, guys and girls who they got to college, and like, yeah, they go a little crazy with like the partying and the freedom, the hookup culture maybe. But like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing either. Like, I think people kind of need that time to figure it out, to figure out what they want. I don't think guys not wanting a relationship or not wanting a girlfriend is necessarily a bad thing. I think when I was younger I did, but like now I realize that some people are genuinely just not in spots in their life where they want that, and that's okay. I think it's just a good lesson of like, there's always gonna be assholes in life. You're gonna find them everywhere, but are they maybe a little bit more common in Greek life and fraternities?
A little.
Possibly. But in general,
Maybe,
I think most guys in fraternities, I mean, they're just like normal guys, you know? They just live with a lot of other guys.
What would you find are some of the best ways to like relieve anxiety in college? To kind of like hang out with friends, deal with that kind of stuff?
Well,
yes.
you can go the healthy route.
Or you can go the unhealthy route.
I think some good ways to relieve stress, going to the gym, that's a good way to do it. I definitely didn't do it enough. Your girl did hit the freshman 15, but I'm working on it now. Taking walks, hanging out with friends, just like going to do stuff. Honestly, that's not what I meant. Honestly, like making time for yourself. So like if you like to watch YouTube videos, if you like to watch Netflix, those are good hobbies. Honestly, if you want to go out every once in a while, maybe every weekend. I don't know, it just depends. When I was a freshman, I definitely went out like every weekend, but it definitely chilled out this year. I did not go out every weekend this year. It is a good way to like kind of relieve stress and just like dance with your girls. Like, that is honestly my favorite part of parties. I love just like going down to the basement and just busting it out. Find time to do stuff that isn't related to school at all. That's what I would say. Like, find time to do stuff like working out or watching Netflix or YouTube or going for a walk or something that literally has nothing to do with school or work or trying to find a job. Because if you just constantly try to get only school stuff done all the time, you're gonna go insane. So yeah, don't do that. Give yourself time to be unproductive. That's a big thing too. I feel like a lot of people feel like they constantly have to be doing something productive, even if it's not schoolwork. Like, if you're not doing homework, you have to be working out, and if you're not working out, you have to be cleaning. Like, give yourself a break and give yourself time to just like sit down and do nothing. Like, honestly, you need that sometimes, and I think people just need that break.
Do you think sororities are a really effective way to make friends, or do you think that you've made most of your friends outside your sorority?
I think they are an effective way to make friends, but I think it depends on who you are. I don't think sororities are for everybody. You're not gonna be best friends with everybody. Like, that's just not, it's not realistic. Like, I really do like all the girls in my sorority. No, I'm not best friends with all of them, but I like respect all of them, and I know that if I needed help, I feel like I could ask pretty much any of them for help and they would help me. But I would say there's a good couple girls in my sorority that I've gotten like very close with. But even my friends outside of my sorority, I kind of met them through my sorority. My friend that I'm sharing an apartment with next year, we're not similar majors at all. Like, she's engineering and I'm like apparel merchandising and journalism. So I don't know if we would have ever met if it wasn't for Allison, like the girl that introduced us. So, and she's in my sorority. So even then, like, even though some of my like closest friends are outside of my sorority, I think that's like healthy too. Like, I think if you're in a sorority, I think it's good to be really close with the girls in your sorority, but then also have like a good few friends outside.
What do you think is the like hardest thing for you about college?
Time management is hard. Like, I think that's hard for anybody, but especially, yeah, okay. I think especially when you're in college and you're living on your own, so you don't have any parents or any like teachers basically to tell you what to do. But I mean, it's a good lesson to learn. Like, you're gonna have to know that for the rest of your life, basically. So I think college is really good for teaching that. I'm not covering up your face. I'm just putting it right here.
I've held one question that I feel like will be really deep and meaningful to you especially.
Okay.
So, not including friends in this. When you're a senior and you are about to leave college, what will be the one thing, not including friends, that you will miss the most from college? Only one thing. You cannot name multiple things. You cannot do what you just did.
I have to pick one thing.
Just one thing.
Okay. Honestly, probably just like the feeling of living in a college town. Because it's very different from where I live here. Everybody kind of understands what you're going through.
Yeah.
Like, everybody in a college town knows, like, even if they're not your same major or anything, like, you all kind of get
Share
each
this
other.
collective.
You're all sharing this collective pain of, like, we just want to graduate, you know? And I feel like that's what I'm gonna miss, is just, like, I think just knowing that you kind of get everybody else
that
around
you kind of belong.
Yeah, it's a very like sense of belonging. Like, you're a part of something. So,
Oh, it's a crazy conglomeration.
that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
You guys should
This
tell
is
me if
gonna
I
be
should-
a beast to edit.
Awkward,
I'm really
she's just
sorry
aggressively-
that I haven't made more videos in a while, but I'm back, baby, because I'm in quarantine, so I have no excuse
Yep,
but
just
not to
covers
make
up my face
videos.
again.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to
hit that like button.
Don't forget to
Ring that bell.
yes, and
Subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, I have a lot more ideas for videos coming up. I hope you guys liked this.
Something
Anyway,
again.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to do all that stuff that I mentioned. Thank you so much for sticking around.
If you did,
and
like down below so that I can get her to play video games.
we already
with me.
said like the video. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
but
hope you
still,
guys enjoyed this
like
video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.